This is Bruce for FXEmpire taking a look at natural gas. So you can see we have a little bit of strengthening starting to happen on natural gas following the completion or potential completion of this 22% roughly pullback off this trend high up here a few weeks ago. Well, maybe more than that now. And we're starting to see some strength show up. So this is exactly the type of price action we would like to see, where we break out above the 2-day high, and now natural gas is on track to close near the high of the day. So certainly a bounce is in process, and we're watching resistance up here around the 50-period exponential, 3 to 304, 305 or so, and then up here around the 200-period exponential, around 316 or so. And then one of the things that I wanted to point out was what is happening overall here. So overall, we've had a certain level of consolidation and volatility as we rise in this very clear parallel trend channel. But then here on this gap up, the volatility starts to change and the swings become wider. The momentum to the upside becomes wider. The enthusiasm becomes wider, as you could see in the price movement. And what also happened at this point? We broke the long-term downtrend line. So that is bullish. So we have failed to hold above the 200-period exponential, and we failed to hold above the 50-period exponential, the orange. But we are still above the long-term downtrend line, and we're holding above the uptrend line. And we are completing a retracement that is a classic price behavior. If we use this price level right here, roughly, this swing high from June, you can see we broke above it and then we took off, and now we're just pulling back to test it as support. So it was resistance, 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 support, support, support again. So these areas are rough areas, so we have to give them a little flexibility. The fact that we're getting a good response off this bottom line gives a little more confidence in that way of looking at it. So the expectation is for continuation higher in natural gas until something else happens. Now, is it going straight up or is it going to start to trend? That's a different issue. I would say that there's probably a better chance we're going to chop around for a while here as the buyers and sellers fight it out to try to determine which direction we are going to go. And of course, we're always watching for potential weakness and a possible failure, which is, in this case, now a drop below today's low is going to be the first sign that we could be heading towards that. But I think that a strong bounce is probably most likely first. So we have 286, for today's low. That is it for natural gas traders. Have a great week, or a great Friday.